What if I told you one of the reasons I got into crypto was because a brokerage account locked me out? Sounds crazy, right? But that's actually part of the story. Today, I'm gonna tell you how I got into crypto, why I chose Bitcoin, why I'm still invested today, and why I haven't gone all in on stocks. Back when I was first getting interested in investing, I thought stocks required a lot of money. I thought I needed thousands of dollars sitting around before I could even get started. Then I discovered crypto. I could buy $5 worth, I could buy $10 worth, whatever I could afford. And that made investing feel possible. Now today I own both traditional assets and crypto, but crypto was the first thing that got me interested in financial markets in the first place. Not because it was easy money, not because it was a get rich quick scheme, because it's not, but because it gave me a way to start learning with very little capital. And honestly, that one decision changed my entire financial journey. Now, if you've watched my previous Bitcoin videos, you probably know that I spent a lot of time talking about Bitcoin, crypto, investing, and money, but I realized I've never explained how I actually got here. So let's rewind a little bit. Back in 2019 and 2020, during the COVID era, crypto was exploding. NFTs were everywhere. Everyone was talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, meme coins. I'm one of those people. I still own it today. Is it worth anything? Probably not. But that's not really the point. The point is that NFT introduced me to an entirely different world. Once I got exposed to crypto, I became obsessed with learning. One of the biggest reasons I started with crypto instead of stocks was because I didn't understand investing. Back then, I genuinely thought I needed thousands of dollars before I could start buying stocks. I thought investing was for rich people only. Then I downloaded a crypto app and I realized I could buy $5 worth, $10 worth, $20 worth, just like I said before. That completely changed my mindset. For the first time ever, investing felt accessible. Whether that's true or not today isn't really the point. That's how I viewed it at that time. And perception matters when you're getting started. Another thing that pushed me towards crypto was my experience with traditional platforms. I had a Robinhood account. Something happened. My account got restricted, locked out. But that experience planted a seed in my head. I started realizing that my access to my money depended on another company. Then I met one of my closest friends. At the time, he was trading pocket options, high frequency trading. And honestly, I got hooked. I started trading, I started winning, then I started losing. And then I started losing real bad. I started realizing I wasn't investing, I was gambling. And there's a huge difference between the two. Eventually, I got tired of the emotional roller coaster, the stress, the anxiety, the constant checking of charts, the huge wins, the very huge losses. So I stepped away from leverage and I started buying assets on the spot market. Just buying, holding, learning, studying, most importantly, being patient. Now let's be clear, I don't hate stocks. In fact, I plan on buying more stocks in the future. Stocks are generally less volatile, they're backed by real businesses, and they play an important role in building wealth. But right now, I'm attracted to crypto because it's still a young industry. It's growing, it's evolving, and in my opinion, it still has significant room for adoption compared to traditional markets. That's where I personally see opportunity. Another reason crypto resonates with me is ownership. I've never liked the idea that somebody else can decide whether I can access my money or not. I understand why banks have compliance requirements, fraud prevention, security measures, regulations. Those things exist for a reason. But I also understand the frustration people feel when accounts get frozen, transactions get delayed, withdrawals have limits, approvals are required. With self-custody Bitcoin, the responsibility shifts to you. That's powerful, but it's also risky because if you lose your recovery phrase, nobody can help you recover it. Freedom and responsibility come together. At the end of the day, I didn't choose crypto because I thought it was a shortcut to getting rich. I chose crypto because it was the thing that got me interested in investing. It got me reading, learning, and studying the markets. Understanding money, understanding risk, and whether Bitcoin goes up, down, sideways, or disappears tomorrow, the lessons I've learned from this journey have already changed the way I think about money forever. And if you've been watching my Bitcoin series this week, in the next video, we're tackling a question I get all the time. If Bitcoin isn't backed by anything, why does it hold value? That's where things get interesting. Peace.